This is a full-length video review of the TP-Link Tapo D210 Doorbell. Let's find out how easy it is to set up this doorbell in this unscripted video. Welcome back. Okay, welcome back. This is the TP-Link Tapo video doorbell camera, and this is the D210. So this is the one which actually comes with a built-in battery. It's got a 160-degree digital field of view, DFOV it's called. 6400 milliamp battery. So let's quickly unbox this and see how it looks inside as well as what's written on the box. So as usual, I'm doing unscripted videos. So we're just doing this unboxing on the go, and we'll have a real life view of what it is and we'll have a view of how easy it is to set up and whether we can do it ourselves, right? So this is the box. It comes in nice blue and white as always with Tapo Cameras as well as their video camera. So 6400 milliamp battery inside. So this is the battery mostly at the bottom half of it. The ringer is over here and you have the lens over here. They have another model which has a bigger field of view, slightly more expensive, but this is like the average one, which is pretty good. So video definition is 2K, 3 megapixel. And it's also got a microphone and a speaker, so you can actually call and talk to people outside the gate or your door. So it works via the TP-Link app, so it's very easy to set up. It works on 2.4 gigahertz, so which means any normal Wi-Fi network should be fine. It's got an infrared LED setup, which means it can see in complete darkness up to 25 feet. So that's also included over here. And it charges via a 5 volt 1 amp adapter. So any USB-C charging, probably a power bank. If you can't reach the power supply unit, you can just plug it into a power bank and it'll actually power up. So this is pretty good. Also, let's see at the back. Yeah, the battery life over here, 6400 extends the doorbell use. It's got color night vision. We'll check the cameras later, the quality. There's an indoor chime provided, so which means this has a small little chimer over here. So that means you can actually hear a small ding as well, along with watching who's at the door. So wire-free placement, so there's no wires for this. Two-way audio, like I mentioned. Zone activities, which means you can mark zones where you want something to pick up a photograph if you see some movement. Then it's also flexible view with wedge. I don't know what that is, but we'll find out. Quick response, anti-theft alarm. So if someone's trying to meddle with it, it'll actually an alarm will go off. So also here they've given some setup instructions as to what's inside the box and etc. etc. So yeah. So local storage supported up to 512 GB, and it's also got cloud storage as always. TP-Link has cloud storage with their cameras, so this one has it as well. So it's again optional, and this works with Play Store as well as App Store. So it works on all kinds of things, and it's also compatible with Alexa as well as Google Home. So that's about it. I don't see anything else apart from that. Let's quickly open the box. If there's no seal over here, I think there is. It's same old packaging which TP-Link comes with. Okay, that's it in the box. So there's a quick start guide. There's a small coupon which talks about some notices. There's some sort of a template. Yeah, you can see some sponge over here. So this is the chime unit. So it's obviously got a US plug here, and you can adjust the volume. So I don't know whether you can see this in the camera. So there's a volume rocker, as well as I think there's one or two tones which you can try. And there's a speaker over here and a small LED indicator as well. There's a reset button over here in case you want to use it, and some small instructions. There's a mic ID, I guess, for recognition. So I don't know whether you can actually read this, but yeah, there's something written on it. So I'll keep that aside over here. And there's also some cables. Yes, there's a Type C to Type A charging cable in case you need that. Mounting screw options. So about 3 screws with, the drilling tags as well included. Anything else over here? Yeah, there's a pin. I don't know what this is, but looks like some sort of a pin adapter. Yeah, we'll come to that. And here's the doorbell. Okay, and there's something else in the box. It looks like it's a mounting case. I didn't know it has a mounting case. So there's a template as well which they've given, so which is really cool. And this is the mounting box it comes with. I've never used this, but this is I think this is only if you want it at a particular angle. So if you want it to be, let's say, at a particular angle, so you can actually place it that way. So I didn't think about this handy, but yeah, it's got that as well. And there's also a mounting bracket here. Take it out for installation. So we'll see that. There's also some 3M stickers here. So obviously based on the mount you choose, you have a 3M sticker. 2 of them actually. And let's look at the camera. This is pretty heavy, to be honest. This is at least 250 grams, I would say. So here's how it looks. The bell. It's got a nice big camera over here, nice big button. So there's an LED indicator. I think this is a sensor of some kind. MicroSD card slot at the back, which is protected with a screw. Type-C charging port with a rubber box. Okay, this is IP65 rated. So yeah, it's got a rubberized cover for that as well. And at the back, it's just mentioned the model number. Again, it's got some MAC IDs and stuff like that. So it's a reset sync button over here. So I think if there's a problem with your door chime not working, you can actually reset it. So they've given an option for that. Okay, this was the clip. I think this is where it actually goes. Yeah. So if you want to open this, there's some sort of a mechanism. I'm just doing this on the go, so I'm not too sure what this is, but let's check it out. So I think this goes over here. Some sort of a release mechanism for your camera. So there's the pin actually pushes this down. Maybe this is something to do with the mount. Let's check it out. Yeah. So if you want to release this, you got to use this pin and give it a push over here. And that's when it's actually going to release this mount. Yeah, otherwise that's not going to come out. So this is a release pin, just like your SIM card slot. So the way you fix this is pretty simple. You just align it and then, it sticks on. So let's say this is fixed permanently to your wall and you want to take this off. You have to just, press this over here, put this pin over here, and this thing will release. So you have a similar setup for the side mount as well. Oh yeah, so if you look at this unit actually gets, into this particular section over here. So if you want to do a cross mount or a side mount, you can actually insert this into this. And there are screws to fasten these two together. So it gives you that angle look. So let's say you want to have something which is to a flat wall and you want this angle, that's possible as well. So yeah, this is great. I mean, if you want the side angle, that's also possible. Suppose your bell is not visible to someone and you want it at a particular angle, you can use the side mount as well. Okay, now when you actually use this for the first time, they're actually asking you to charge this for at least 7 hours. So I'm just opening the USB port and I'm inserting this USB-C charger. So let's see what happens. A bright red light and then there's a glow for 3 seconds, and that's the process apparently. The PIR sensor is actually behind this. So we're supposed to peel this off gently, they said. So yeah, you'll have to take this off if you want it to work, because there's a sensor behind this which can detect movements. So just keep that in mind. This has to be taken off. And I'm also going to insert the SD card into this. So there's a small screw over here. The SD card slot over here. So it's a micro SD card. It can support up to 512 GB. So I have an SD card over here which is 128. So let's see if we can put this and make it work. Okay, so I got a 128 GB card. So this is I think it's a class 1 card, so it's built for recording high-speed video. Inserting the card inside. Did it lock? Okay, that's it. And I'm just going to put this back. So yes, it's got a rubberized ring around it so that there's some waterproof capability as well. So that's locked in there. So is there a way to turn this bell on, or it just works? Okay, so apparently you need to press the sync button for 3 seconds and the bell will turn on. So let's see if it works. 2, 3. Go. Yeah, it worked. So this is a nice orangish. There you go. There's a chime which says doorbell on. So it's a green light, and this is actually ready for setup. It's just like your, Wi-Fi device trying to get a signal, like your Bluetooth speaker. So this will now pair with the TP-Link app. So let me see if I can open the app up. Okay, so I got the TP-Link app over here. I'm going to put new device, add device, and I'm going to say doorbells D210. It's already red and green. Please enable location access. Okay, while using the app. Already red and green. Okay, so I got to go back to the Wi-Fi connections, connect to the doorbell. So let's see if it comes up. Is it showing up? So, okay, I don't know which device it's actually supposed to be. Okay, yeah, it says Tapo Doorbell. So let's connect on that. Okay, now it's connected. Now all I need to do is just go back to the app, choose my network. So basically I'm going to connect it to my home network. So yeah, so I just have to do that. So basically once you connect your doorbell to this Wi-Fi, you just need to connect it back to your Wi-Fi network. So let's do that. Right, so the doorbell is actually connected. So now I can just put a name to it saying that you want it to be a part of the gate, living room, or whatever. So I'm just going to put gate. Okay, and then I'm going to put next. You can give it an icon. So I just put this. Network's unstable. Okay. So, and it's also asking for an update time. So firmware update. So there is some firmware update. MicroSD card is installed. So next. So it's actually got user instructions on this. So in case you lose one of these paperworks, it should be fine. Okay, let's test the Wi-Fi signal. Network unstable. Okay, the camera is actually working, so this is good. So there you go. So it's actually giving you a field of view. So that's my small little YouTube setup, and that's what you can see. Okay, it's working. It's got a chime in the bell itself. So even before plugging the electrical part of it, this is not even plugged, and it actually makes the sound, right? Okay, so let's go next. Mount with adhesive, mounted screws. Okay, adhesive. Let's see. It's got everything here, so you don't have to worry about setting it up and you have a problem. Pair with chime, pair with hub. So it's got a chime. So I'm going to say next, but I have to power this thing up. So let me plug this in. Okay, so now when you want to pair it with the chime, you have to actually make sure that it's actually. Okay, this keeps saying the same thing again and again. So this is already red and green, as you can see in the video. So I'm going to say, okay. Enable Bluetooth. Yeah, Bluetooth is on. It's found it. Great. So it's going to add this to the Wi-Fi network. So again, let's do it. We've got to put the password. So sorry. Okay, so now the chime is actually connecting to the network. So remember that the chime also needs to connect to the network. So once both are done, they get synced, and then yeah, it's saying it's done. So now pairing the doorbell with the chime. So that's actually happening right now as we speak. Okay, so let's smart chime. Yeah, the chime's actually working. You can hear that. Okay, it actually calls the bell. When someone presses a bell, you get a call on your phone. So that's the best part. So it's that advanced. And I can just show you the menu over here. It's pretty simple. So you have reboot, you have support center, you have smart actions. So you can pair it with some AI stuff. You can share the device with another person if you have someone. So notifications can be turned on. So rich notifications, I think you need to pay for it, but the standard notifications are free. Advanced settings, so display settings. I usually keep hardware acceleration on, diagnostics off. So it's power line frequencies, 50 Hertz. I just leave it as standard. So LED can work. So you have different light options. So that's amazing. So I can make the doorbell blue, or I can make it pink. I don't know whether that's visible on the camera. So look at the colors over here. So based on the colors I choose here, that changes. So that's so cool, right? And you can also keep it off if you don't like that. So let's go back. Spotlight brightness. Oh, I don't know what this is, but okay. So let's come back to the phone. Storage and recording. That's very important because we want to get this formatted. Okay, format SD card. Formatted successfully. Great. So now it's not going to give me that message saying format SD card. So yeah. So it says 111 GB is free. It also records sound. Best part is when you ring the bell, it actually makes a call on your phone. So let me show you the sample again. So I'm pressing the bell. Both the bell as well as the chime ring, and then you get a call. You get a notification ring over here. And then the call comes to your phone and you can see the person outside. So you can actually decide to talk. Let's say I put answer and say, hey. Sorry about that. So I had to end that call because obviously the distance is too close, so there's an echo. But yeah, it's very convenient. You can actually make a call by just pressing a button. And there's another option on this where I've seen this online. So the moment someone comes in the view, the line of sight, or there's a movement, the PIR sensor will actually turn on the ringer light of this bell icon over here. So that's really cool, because in the dark, no one even knows where the bell, and if you just come close to it, look at that. Now you can see the bell circle over here. That's not lit, right? But if I just put my hand somewhere close to it, it should actually come on. Okay, does it work? No, maybe because it's too bright. Yeah, so you saw that it just came on when I picked it up. It's also got a security setting, which means if someone tries to take this off when it's being installed or when it's mounted, it'll actually make a noise because it's got a speaker over here that's going to make some noise. So that is also a great feature. So yeah, it's a great bell. So we'll get this fixed. We'll do a small demo and see how good it is in terms of its clarity. We should get an idea of the picture quality and how the recording looks. I just printed a case for the doorbell. So this one's for the D210, but I think it'll fit other bells as well. So I just designed this on AutoCAD. I know it didn't come out well because I didn't put supports for the side, and this actually fits like a shell. Let me show you. That's the doorbell, and this is just the slide-in case. So which means it'll actually act like an additional layer. So this is printed with PETG, so it's a little strong. So this has its own mounts, and then it'll actually fit on that bell, and it can be mounted anywhere else. So it's also got the bracket at the back, so additional strength. So that's the idea of this. From the side, it's not perfect. I know it can be better, but this is probably the first level of printing. But the front actually has come out okay. So let's see whether this comes up automatically. Oh yeah, so that's the bell automatically lights up. And this is how the footage actually looks from the actual camera. It's pretty decent, and this is in low light conditions, by the way. So it's pretty clear, and it's actually as good as one of the TP-Link normal cameras. I have one right there on top left corner. So the clarity is on par with that. So it's pretty good. The field of view is much bigger, much wider, I should say. And this was just when I was doing the testing. And this is how the daylight footage looks. Pretty bright, pretty clear, crisp images. And the AI features are also present if you want them. You can actually tag people walking, or the motion detection for vehicles. Everything works. Brilliant. So that 160-degree field of view translates to about 200 feet of view outside the camera's lens. So that's pretty decent. I mean, you get a very wide field of view. And imagine the more advanced camera like the 235, that's having a viewpoint of 180 degrees. So that's almost like completely horizontal view of whatever's in front of it. Amazing. Now, while the hardware is good, the software integration is even better, because TP-Link makes a very good user interface in their apps, and it's very user friendly, and the way they've integrated everything into this camera is nice. So now I want to also talk about the night vision. So it's also got this amazing night color vision option, and it's also got a small spotlight in case you want that specific light without the IR LEDs, which are also built in. So that works great. There are AI customized zones where you can actually make the camera work on a specific location. So the battery is also great, 180 days with 300 seconds of daily use, which is also great. This integrates with Alexa and Google Assistant, so that making it even better. And whenever you ring the bell, the assistant will actually help you show who it is on the door. So what's the verdict? It's a great value for money camera, entry level, of course, and you have much better models available with TP-Link itself. The app works great, and the price is amazing. You also get a chime separately, and it's also compatible with the hub if you don't have the chime. All links in the description if you're interested in this product. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please hit the like button, share it with your friends and family. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks so much for watching.